TX is the name of a fictional character who appears in the Terminator franchise. The TX model is a gynoid assassin with a human female appearance. The character was introduced in the 2003 film Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, portrayed by Kristanna Loken. The TX has the ability to assume the appearance of other characters. Therefore, several other cast members occasionally portrayed the TX throughout the film. This ability to shapeshift is similar to that of the T-1000, the main antagonist of Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Concept and design. The TX was designed in Stan Winston Studios, where it was considered particularly challenging to design, as the script required a character capable of holding its own against the original Terminator. Originally, the TX's endoskeleton was meant to convey an androgynous shape which would permit the android to assume the superficial traits of both men and women, though later designs veered on it being more feminine. The final, approved TX design was done by Aaron Sims, who designed it entirely on computer through a mixture of Photoshop and 3D software. The TX endoskeleton was painted chrome black, in order to differentiate it from the silver sheen of the T-850 endoskeleton. The TX was also fitted with blue running lights, rather than the original's red. John Rosengrant later stated that the individual parts of the TX endoskeleton were hard-coated, sanded and polished through machines, resulting in a mathematically perfect model, unlike the endoskeleton in the Terminator, which was sculpted by hand and lacked symmetry. The TX is designed to not only terminate humans but also rogue Terminators reprogrammed by the Resistance, an anti-Terminator Terminator as stated by John Connor. It is a composite of the T-800 and T-1000, a solid endoskeleton covered with a liquid metal mimetic polyalloy, allowing it to take the shape of any humanoid it touches. Because it is only coated in this material, it is possible to remove it from the endoskeleton using immensely strong magnetic force, such as that from a cyclic particle accelerator. Although the official novelization of Terminator 2 expanded the origin of the T-1000 and reveals it had onboard nanotechnology that was capable of scanning the molecular structure of anything the T-1000 touched, the TX has a built-in supply of more advanced nanobots in its fingers, which it can inject into other machines, giving it remote control. Onboard plasma reactor powers all of the TX's systems. Films Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines The TX is the main antagonist in Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, sent back to try to stop John Connor from founding the human resistance by killing off his future allies, as Connor's location is unknown, as well as to ensure that Skynet and its machines will rise without interference. The TX is programmed to seek out and kill 21 primary targets, including Connor's future wife Kate Brewster, several of Connor's future lieutenants, and Kate's father Robert Brewster, who is destined to become Connor's father-in-law and is Skynet's primary creator, along with his subordinates. In the case of the lieutenants, the TX was able to gain access to the public school database and obtain their photos and addresses, then track and kill 3 of them before discovering John Connor with Kate. The TX also succeeds in mortally wounding Robert Brewster after he activates Skynet. The TX then activates all of the T-1s and hunter-killer prototypes and has them kill Brewster's staff, so that they cannot shut Skynet down, even though it had already spread to computers worldwide. Other than a malfunctioning weapon, the TX sustains no permanent damage throughout the film, until the T-850 crashes a helicopter into it, causing it to lose its mimetic coating and legs. It is destroyed only when the reprogrammed Terminator jams its last power cell into the TX's mouth and detonates it, causing an internal explosion. Novels T3, Terminator Hunt In the book T3, Terminator Hunt, the second known TX is trained by captured Resistance members for a jump to the 1960s where she will track the Connor family for the next 40 years. A captured Resistance soldier, Paul Keeley, is tricked into helping make the TX more human. An implant in his brain causes him to think that the TX is a girl named Eliza, and his interaction with her helps her learn how to be human. The Resistance captures the TX and rescues Keeley. But Eliza uses the implant to make Keeley think they have been captured by a rogue government, and he frees her. Overburdened with guilt, Keeley convinces John and Catherine Connor to give him another chance to capture Eliza. Through the implant, Paul discovers the training facility she has escaped to, and Eliza is again captured by the Resistance and reprogrammed to serve it. Notes: in the crossover comic Superman vs. The Terminator, Death to the Future, there is a female Terminator called Terminatrix. However, it is never mentioned if it is a TX or not, as the comic predates the film Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. See also, List of female supervillains, nanotechnology in fiction, time travel, human enhancement. References. External links: TX at the Internet Movie Database.